In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the especially merciful. Before you continue listening, I want you to pause for just a moment. Take a deep breath. Quiet your mind. And ask yourself one simple question. What if everything happening in your life right now has a purpose that you simply cannot see yet? Sometimes, when life feels confusing, our first reaction is to believe that something has gone wrong. We look at the delays, the closed doors, the unanswered prayers, and we quietly wonder, Ya Allah, why is nothing changing? Perhaps you've been carrying burdens that no one else knows about. You smile in front of people. You continue working. You fulfill your responsibilities. You pray. You make dua. But when you're alone, your heart feels heavy. You wonder how much longer you have to wait. How much longer until your prayers are answered? How much longer until peace finally enters your heart? If that's how you feel today, know this. Allah has not forgotten you. Not for a single moment. Your Lord sees every tear that falls when no one else is watching. He hears every dua whispered in the darkness of the night. He knows every fear you hide behind your smile. Nothing about your struggle is hidden from Him. The difficult part isn't always the hardship itself. Sometimes the hardest test is waiting. Waiting without knowing when things will change. Waiting while watching others move ahead. Waiting while wondering if your own story will ever become easier. But what if this waiting is not a punishment? What if it is one of Allah's greatest acts of mercy? What if your Lord is protecting you from something you cannot see? Or preparing you for something far greater than what you're asking for? Remember, Allah never rushes. And He is never late. Everything He decrees happens with perfect wisdom and perfect timing. The blessing you're praying for may already be on its way. But before it reaches your hands, Allah is preparing your heart. Because a blessing without gratitude can become a test. Success without humility can become arrogance. And comfort without faith can make a person forget the one who gave it. Perhaps that is why Allah is strengthening your patience today. Not to break you, but to build you. Not to leave you behind, but to prepare you for a future that only He can see. Sometimes we become so focused on what we are waiting to receive that we fail to notice what Allah is already doing within us. We ask Him to change our circumstances. But Allah first begins changing our hearts. Think about a seed buried deep beneath the earth. For weeks, nothing appears on the surface. To the human eye, it looks as if nothing is happening. But beneath the soil, the roots are growing stronger every single day. Without those hidden roots, the tree could never survive the storms that lie ahead. Your life is often exactly the same. Just because you cannot see progress doesn't mean Allah is not working. Some of His greatest blessings begin in silence. Every difficult day you endure with patience. Every prayer you perform when your heart feels heavy. Every tear you wipe away after making sincere dua. Every time you choose to trust Allah instead of giving in to despair. Your Lord is shaping you into someone stronger than you were yesterday. Never underestimate what Allah can accomplish during seasons of waiting. This world teaches us to chase quick results. Everything must happen immediately. Instant success. Instant happiness. Instant answers. But Allah teaches His servants something much more beautiful. He teaches patience. He teaches trust. He teaches complete reliance upon Him. Because the greatest blessings are not simply given. They are prepared for. Perhaps the life you dream about requires a stronger version of you. Perhaps the opportunities ahead demand greater wisdom. Perhaps the blessings you're asking for require a heart that has learned gratitude before receiving abundance. Allah knows what you need long before you realize it yourself. He knows the people who will enter your life. He knows the doors that should remain closed. He knows the opportunities that will bring you closer to Him, and the ones that would slowly pull you away. That is why not every delay is a denial. Sometimes a closed door is an act of divine mercy. Sometimes an unanswered prayer is actually Allah protecting you from something your eyes cannot yet see. So don't measure Allah's love by how quickly your circumstances change. Measure it by the countless times He protected you without your knowledge. By the strength He gave you when you thought you would break. By the hope He placed in your heart when you had every reason to give up. Keep holding on. Keep making dua. Keep praying, even when you don't feel immediate results. Because every sincere prayer reaches Allah. And every moment you place your trust in Him brings you one step closer to the future He has already written for you. Your story is not delayed. It is being prepared by the best of planners. And sometimes, that unseen preparation is the greatest blessing of all. There may be days when it feels like everyone around you is moving forward while your life remains exactly the same. You see people achieving their dreams. Some are getting married. Some are building successful careers. Others seem to have found the happiness you've been praying for. And without realizing it, your heart begins to compare. You quietly ask yourself, Ya Allah, when will it be my turn? But remember this beautiful truth. Allah never writes two identical stories. Every believer walks a different path. Every soul carries a different test. Every heart is prepared in a different way. Just because someone else's blessing arrived today doesn't mean yours is late. Your story is being written by Al-Hakim, the most wise. And His timing has never been wrong. Many of the things we ask Allah for require us to become someone we are not yet. If He gave us everything the moment we asked, we might not have the faith, wisdom, or gratitude to handle it. So while you're waiting, don't stop growing. Stay close to the Quran. Guard your 5 daily prayers. Increase your dhikr. Speak to Allah often, not only when you need something, but because you love being near Him. The strongest believers are not those who worship Allah only after receiving blessings. They are the ones who remain faithful even when life feels uncertain. Be careful not to let distractions steal this precious season. The world offers endless ways to escape reality. Hours disappear while scrolling through social media. You compare your life with carefully edited moments from other people's lives. Little by little, your peace begins to fade. But real peace is not found on a screen. It is found in a heart that remembers Allah. Every time you say Subhanallah. Every time you whisper Alhamdulillah. Every time you sincerely say Astaghfirullah. Your heart becomes lighter. Your soul becomes stronger. And your connection with Allah grows deeper. One day, you'll look back at this season and realize it was never empty. It was full of lessons. Full of growth. Full of mercy you couldn't recognize at the time. Allah wasn't keeping you behind. He was protecting you from rushing into something before you were ready. Trust Him. Even when you cannot understand His plan. Because the one who created your heart also knows exactly what it needs, and exactly when it needs it. Sometimes, the greatest miracle isn't that Allah changes your situation overnight. Sometimes, the greatest miracle is that He transforms you while you're waiting. And when your heart changes, everything else begins to change as well.